The battle has begun. Rodrigo Duterte, the once untouchable strongman of the Philippines, now stands before the International Criminal Court. But in his corner, a man feared and revered in the world of law, a man who has won impossible cases. His name is Nicholas Kaufman. Can this elite international defense lawyer save Duterte from conviction? Or will history remember him as the man who failed? This is the story of Nicholas Kaufman, the legal powerhouse now fighting to keep Duterte a free man.
I'm very confident of the strongest defense possible, and I'm very confident that he will be acquitted, indeed, even at the earliest stage possible.
Nicholas Kaufman is one of the world's top international defense attorneys. A British-Israeli legal expert, Kaufman has spent decades inside the ICC, defending some of the most notorious and controversial figures in modern history, specializing on war crimes, crimes against humanity, and high-profile criminal defense. This isn't his first time in the courtroom against ICC prosecutors, and he has a strong history of turning cases around. Kaufman's reputation is built on defying the odds. Charles Blé Goudé, an Ivorian politician accused of crimes against humanity during Côte d'Ivoire's post-election crisis in 2010. He stood trial alongside former President Laurent Gbagbo, both accused of orchestrating deadly violence. The prosecution built a case claiming Blé Goudé incited attacks and fueled political unrest, but after years of proceedings, both he and Gbagbo were acquitted in 2019.
Or both, by acquitting Mr. Gbagbo and Mr. Blé Goudé without...
The prosecution couldn't prove a direct link between Blé Goudé's influence and the alleged crimes. It was another devastating blow for the ICC. Jean-Pierre Bemba, a former vice president of the Democratic Republic of Congo, was accused of overseeing mass atrocities committed by his rebel forces in the Central African Republic. Initially, Bemba was convicted in 2016, sentenced to 18 years in prison. But in a shocking twist, the ICC's appeals chamber overturned the conviction in 2018, citing serious flaws in the prosecution's arguments. The court ruled that Bemba didn't have sufficient control over his troops to be held criminally responsible. It was a landmark case that reshaped how the ICC approaches command responsibility. Kaufman understands how the ICC works, and he's not afraid to go head-to-head with its judges and prosecutors. Rodrigo Duterte had hundreds of lawyers to choose from. So why Nicholas Kaufman? Simple. Duterte needs someone who knows how to fight the ICC, someone with experience dismantling international cases. Kaufman is known for exploiting weaknesses in prosecution arguments, something that could be Duterte's best shot at avoiding conviction. So, how will Kaufman defend Duterte? Experts predict that he will use three key strategies. First, challenge jurisdiction. The Philippines withdrew from the ICC in 2019. Kaufman could use the argument that the ICC has no authority to prosecute Duterte. Second, attack witness credibility. Many of the testimonies against Duterte come from former police officers and politicians. Kaufman may try to prove that their statements are malicious, inconsistent, or politically motivated. 3. Demand stronger evidence. If the prosecution fails to present concrete proof of Duterte's personal involvement in human rights violations, Kaufman could push for case dismissal. The ICC is not an easy courtroom to fight in, but if anyone can delay, weaken, or even dismiss the case, it's Nicholas Kaufman. Some legal experts say Duterte's case is one of the strongest the ICC has seen. Others argue that with Kaufman in charge, the prosecution may face serious challenges. This trial will define not just Duterte's legacy, but the power of the ICC as an institution itself. What happens next? We'll be watching as the prosecution and defense are both preparing their cases. Nicholas Kaufman has gone up against the ICC before and won. Can he do it again? What do you think? Will Duterte walk free?
President of the Philippines, Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Or is this the end of the road for the Philippines' most controversial leader? Hit that like and subscribe. Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you are interested to find out how Duterte was arrested and flown to The Hague, you may want to check this video out.